Hey guys, so my name is Haley and today I'm going to be talking about my outline which I wrote on hate speech towards black students on college campuses. And I want to go into my visual first. Oh. I have this really big stick, can't even all fit, it's so big. And then I have this stone. And I have this as a reference towards the saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. And to me, I feel like this is such a lie and we shouldn't be teaching people that, because words hurt people and they linger and you can think about them all the time, and that's just what hate speech is proving, and that it's making people feel unsafe and unwelcomed, and it's hurting a lot of people. Like, yeah, a stone can like break your bone, but you know, you can go to the doctor, that can be fixed eventually, where like words just stick with you. So I kind of want to talk about what I went through at Western. So before I went here, I heard it's such an amazing diverse school and it's something that they promoted, and then I got here and didn't really see diversity. I was here when a lot of issues were happening, and there's just something I watched and I was like I was expecting a little bit of racism, I feel like, or hate speech and crimes, because I feel like that's gonna be, you can't really avoid those. Like, those are everywhere. You can see them at the grocery store, when you're on your phone, just like at school. That's something you can't avoid. But I didn't think it would be to this extent. I even had a friend here and he left after his first quarter because he didn't feel welcome and he didn't feel represented. So he did have to leave the school. And that kind of just like hit me and made me realize like it's really bad what's going on. And I think this is something we all should be aware of, because we're all here, like this is our school, we want it to be a community. Like Dr. Perry says, like a lot of issues happening because people can't put aside their differences and create a community. I feel like this is something that's happening here at Western, and it's just affecting all of us, so we all need to be aware of it. I believe that black students receive a lot more hate speech towards them at college campuses, and it's been proven often. I see it on my phone, whether I'm on social media like Facebook or Snapchat. I see them all the time, or just like finding articles. It's like they're everywhere and it's not avoidable, and it's really sad and kind of heartbreaking. Like at the University of Laverne, someone took a picture of a protest. This group was protesting against racism, and he took a picture and was like, you guys better stop this or I will make sure something happens to you. And he was threatening them, and he also made a lot of racial slurs towards the black students. And I found that kind of heartbreaking. Like, they're out here trying to prevent racism, and they had a huge protest that was like peaceful, and someone was like making threats towards them because of what they were doing, and they didn't believe in it. And I think a lot of these hate speech issues are happening because I've kind of noticed that people who say like racial slurs or stereotypical comments or say anything racist, and then I like turn to them, I'm like, that's racist, like you can't really say that. They're kind of like, why? Like, they don't understand what it means to be racist. They don't know what a hate speech is or a hate crime, or they just don't fully understand it. And I feel like it's not taught. Like, I didn't learn about any of this until I got into college. Like, it wasn't taught in high school or middle school. So I think that's something we could do to teach everyone that this is something that you shouldn't be saying or you shouldn't be doing, which you may seem like it's common sense, but to others it's not. It's something that needs to be taught. So maybe by adding college classes to our campus about like what racism is, what it means to be racist, what this means, like what hate speech is, like more classes like that, it kind of puts us all on a level where we're all understanding what all those words means, and we can kind of have like a civilized discussion and talk about it and our issues. Because a lot of people are like, well, why is it bad that a teacher can say the N-word in class, or the fact that we had to vote about that? Like, if more people had knowledge about it, they wouldn't be questioning that. So that's one thing that I think that would be a realistic solution to helping it. And just kind of going back to like when I went to Bellevue College, I took like Race in America, racism, prejudice. Like, I took a bunch of classes like that were on those kind of topics, and I learned so much that I never learned in high school, and it kind of like I was like informed about it, and I told others about it, and my family is now like aware of certain things, and my friends are aware of things, and it kind of like brought us all together, and we were able to talk about it. And I think that that's something that we all need. Many people are afraid to discuss this, so if we could discuss it and have classes about it, I think our hate speech crimes would go down. Thank you.